Seeking English S.A.T. Workbook, page 411, problem 2. This problem refers to exactly the same graph as in the previous problem. So if you have not seen that video or have not seen that graph, those are two things you want to deal with as well as you can before we go on to talk about this. I'm not going to wait for you. You could just pause the video. Okay. It says, no calculator, the chart above. I'm sorry. Which of the following towns had a corn production in 1980 that was approximately 1/4 of its production in 1990? And answers, of course, are the 4 names of the towns in the graph: Farmville, Acreton, Plowville, and Planton. Now remember, you want the best estimate, which means you want to eliminate 3 bad estimates. Okay? You may incidentally get the best estimate just by looking at it and say, yeah, that's 1/4. That will work more than half the time, probably, but it's not my job to teach you to be that quick about it. That would be trying to save too much time, especially when there's a chance that you might finish early and come back and be able to, various reasons why. I want to make sure that this problem prepares you a little bit more for some similar but more complicated problem. That's why I'm doing things this way, and I know I've explained this already. Estimates are, Farmville shows exactly the same production, okay, at 1,000 in 1980 and 1990, and you would not need to show any specific amount for this to probably be the worst answer, because for there to be a worse answer, it would not just have to be equal values from year to year. There would have to be a reduction in production. Okay, think about what I said there. Doesn't matter in this problem. It might matter in some other problem. So use this problem to prepare yourself for that other problem. Okay, Farmville probably the wrong answer, just because 1-to-1 is not equivalent to 1-to-4. That's not very close in terms of an estimate. Acreton shows 2,000 in 1980 and 4,000 in 1990, which is not 1/4, but it is a closer estimate to 1/4, or 1/4 is a closer estimate to it because it's 1/2. The estimates 1/4 and 1/2 are comparatively similar, and estimates 1-to-1 and 1-to-4 are comparatively dissimilar. So Acreton would be a better estimate than Farmville. Plowville shows something just over 1,000 and something that graphically is exactly 5,000. So that little bump above 1,000, we have no way to be sure that it is not exactly a bump of 250. So it's plausible that this is not merely an estimate but a precise measure. But estimates sometimes are right on the nose. So either way, this is graphically indistinguishable from a precise measure. That makes it a pretty good estimate. Okay, it's better than these other two on that basis. And even if it were off by a little bit from there, it would still be closer. Looking at Planton, you have a decrease in production from 1980 to 1990. So the quality of your ratio as being asymmetric would be flipped from the 1/4 to something else. And that makes it the worst estimate, the thing worst estimated by the number 1/4. It's worse than Farmville, because 1-to-1 is closer to 1/4 than whatever this thing is, because this thing is when expressed as a fraction, it would have a numerator that's larger than the denominator. Okay, so it's on the wrong side of the number 1. Have I explained this well? Okay, I'm going to say that I have.